So here's the thing, we need to stop relying on motivation. Motivation is only going to take us maybe 2 steps forward and probably stop there. We need to switch our mindset and find a better way to stay on track with our goals. We need consistency, structure. We need something we can rely on even if we don't feel like showing up that day. And that is why motivation is something we can let go. Hi, welcome back. I am Linda, and thank you for coming here today to talk about what is helping me stay on track with my goals. And I can tell you it's not motivation. In this video, I'm going to talk about 4 different systems I've implemented in my life that can help me stay on track with my goal. They are tangible and manageable systems that can help me stay focused on what I need to do without relying on my feelings or emotions. System 1 is creating a budget routine. Personally, I like to check my budget weekly. I like to work and track my expenses weekly. I like to have control and visual of my budget because I get to see how I'm spending my money and where I can cut down or do more and how I can project future expenses. I personally like manual tracking because it gives me a sense of control rather than just looking at my bank account. I like to see my net worth growing and I like to see my investments growing as well. Therefore, that's a personal thing that I do. So this is a very important system for me that I've created to make sure that I'm intentional with what I do and I'm not just splurging here and there with no meaning behind it. It also helped me to avoid any surprises throughout the week. We've all been there, and keeps me in a calm and controlled environment, which to me is very important. System number 2 is weekly planning. Here, I'm not looking at doing a whole overhaul. I need to know hour by hour. What I'm doing is, what are my priorities this week? Do I have any important appointments I have to attend or meetings I have to attend? And maybe have a quick, categorization of what I need to do that week. So I take a little time and just open up the app with the planner and then just jot down, hey Linda, you have this dental appointment this week. You have this event to go to, or you have to call this person to set up a new appointment. So normally what I do plan for is groceries. So I'll start with, okay, what am I gonna eat this week? So meal planning, groceries off of the meal planning, 2 to 3 goals that I want to accomplish that week or different tasks that I want to accomplish that week, and making sure that I write down somewhere what I want to do. And this could be on my planner or on my phone or a quick reminder that I can have. But making sure that I stop once a week and figure out, okay, how can I move forward this week? System 3 is to have supportive habits that I can integrate in my life. So these habits are specifically for my goals. What I try to do is make sure that I actually create little habits that are working in my favor. So for example, making sure that I take my vitamins in the morning and at night, making sure that I'm working out maybe 2 to 3 times a week or stay active. And I actually schedule outdoor activities. And also another habit is completely having limits on all my apps, especially the social media apps that I may spend too much time in. Making sure that I am limiting the amount that I'm spending on unnecessary things. And lastly, but definitely not least, is doing a check-in with myself on a weekly basis. This really helps me make sure that I'm never starting from scratch or I'm never starting from a place of depression or a place of low. So sometimes I do a spiritual check-in where I write down my thoughts for the week, my prayers for the week. Some other days I take my phone, I go into the journal app and I start dictating on my phone my thoughts and my feelings for that week. And that really helps into realigning with myself and letting things go, things that don't matter, just go. These systems that I've integrated in my life are more like non-negotiable. I have to make sure that this is completed before I do anything else. I have to make sure that my budget is done. I have to make sure that my planning is done for the week. I checked in with myself. I'm making sure that I'm good before I'm doing anything else. And These allow me to not rely on motivation, but I am relying on the system. I am using a system to get to where I need to be. I am using the system to move forward. And I keep just telling myself that I don't have to do everything. I just have to follow the system. Like, motivation is cool, sure. Like, when we all get that whiff of motivation, it's a great sensation. However, that's not what is gonna keep us going. And to be honest, systems is what really changed the game. But thank you for watching today. And I wanna know, where in your life do you need more structure in? What do you think you can improve? And let me know how you're implementing these systems.